That motherfucker slapped all fire out of this shit.
You ain't lying, boy. Your ass went live though.
Yeah, I'm live, dog. I'm live. Don't worry about it. You good. You look good on screen, my guy.
Shit, I'm looking at the screen, goddamn. Like
Mr.
my boy
Roll
went
Tide.
live around there. Who?
Mr. Roll Tide, you was good, my guy. You was good. Let me see.
I'm just preparing because I ain't watching the NFL this year. I'm just watching college football, man.
Okay.
I'm just preparing, dog.
I know. I feel you, dog. Don't watch.
You know what I'm saying?
Your
You know what I'm
team,
saying?
I know.
Hey, I'm leaving the league to y'all, dog.
I know.
Teams that ain't got no turmoil. I'm leaving it to y'all.
All right. I feel you.
Shit. That's how I see that shit. I'm done with football. I'm watching players this year.
Players.
Player highlights.
Oh.
I ain't even watching no games. I'm just watching player highlights.
I feel you, my guy.
They trying to get rid of my whole organization out there, bit.
One thing I want to do right before we start.
That boy got them comics up. Maybe I should turn my shit.
If you want to, turn your shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing.
If you want to.
Excuse me.
Why I can't find it? God damn it. Yep. All right. So we can try to get some viewers up in there because the side of Culture page ain't got no subscribers.
The YouTube page?
Yeah, I forgot about that shit. We good though.
Ain't nobody finna come if we ain't got no damn subscribers, dog. Like that, it ain't nobody even gonna be notified.
I know. That's why I'm setting up some stuff.
You want me to call some people and tell them to hop on?
Nah, you good. You was A-okay. But with all that said, let's get this shit cracking, man.
I got some motherfuckers. Hey, look, I ain't wanting to critique right now, you know what I mean? Uh-huh. But I don't be on the buildings, bro.
You don't be on the buildings?
With backpacks on. That must have been you. That's you.
Was you, dog.
That was you.
That was you. That was your
Hey, how you get that great image up under there, man?
You talking about what?
How you get that image with you up under that building like
That's
that,
you,
my nigga?
Dog.
That wasn't me, bro. I just said I don't be on the buildings.
Man,
so it ain't
dog,
me.
what you talking about?
You about to get on your scooter, the little scooter they have around town, and get to moving?
Getting to moving, dog. That was all you.
That was all you, bro.
Took that picture.
That was you, my guy.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, man. This is Society's Coach. We've been gone forever, but we won't get into the details why we've been gone forever. Just know that we are back.
And nobody got fired.
No. Yeah. Well, not yet. We don't know.
Not yet.
We don't know.
We don't know how it's gonna go.
We don't know how this episode gonna go. Ain't nobody got fired yet.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But yeah, man. We back. Society's Coach. It's been a minute. You know what? I need to let my homeboy know that we doing this, but it don't matter. We back. He'll catch it on the rebound. We are back, and feels good, man. Feel good to be in this space.
You can tell we out of touch, dog. That's the host that just got through talking Blu Minati, and then I'm your boy Black Atom.
No, hold on. I ain't there yet. I don't want to introduce the podcast yet, man. Hold on. I just want to talk about how good it feels to be back in this space, be back broadcasting Society's Culture, man. Hopefully, I get on my shit for real and we get this going the way it's supposed to have been went. You understand?
Been went.
Yeah, how it's supposed to have been went.
Okay. I had to close my eyes and think on
it. Just
shit.
But yeah, man, we are back. Society's Coach. I'm your host, Blu Minati. That is Black Atom. How you been, man?
Man, I've been all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for this thing to come back just like all the fans and shit out there bitch in the world.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all need to do better by keeping that one young man on point. We got to do better by keeping them on point, keeping them focused on this podcast.
Hey, I got 3 of them. I'll be rocking with like 3 of them, but nah. You're right though. I do got to do a little bit more, man. Got to try to do a little bit better with the podcast, and we're gonna make things happen, man. I mean, shit, you got 3 of them.
I got 3 too. How do I manage that? You know what I'm saying? Let me see how I manage that. Nah, like I haven't done a good job either. I just started my 3rd one. You know what I'm saying? And I see now how you can, go through time and maybe not do an episode or so on one of them because, you know what I'm saying, you locked in maybe on another one. I just haven't had time to do the one I actually started with and the one that I feel, you know what I'm saying, is my little supposed to be my pride and my secondary pride and joy. Right. I just haven't been able to get that one going back up, but I should try to do something today. I'm gonna try to get on that one today.
Okay. I know you got it, man. You the man, dog.
Hey,
I look up to you. Big
don't
homie.
look up to me, man. I'm too. Hey, look, you can't look up to me, dog. You're already taller than me, bro. You can't look up to me, bro.
I look up to you, big homie.
Nah, man. I just try to take my time and enjoy life.
That's what you try to do.
I mean, these podcasts and things are hobbies, I guess to say.
They hobbies.
So, you try not to let your hobby destroy your personal life.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you.
Well, you gotta do what you got.
You gotta turn your hobby into something more professional, and then it won't destroy your personal life.
You know what?
You see what I'm saying?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching how this developed with my wife's personal business. So this is me watching and learning. Like my thing is I can come on and kind of do my thing, at any point in the day. So I don't personally know about whether you could turn your hobby into making it more personal, but I know I'm watching how my wife handle hers, and it's an up and down thing with that. It's really a balancing act.
No, it is a balance. It's 100% a balance. But all I'm saying, once the hobby becomes professional, your counterpart looks at it more of, oh, okay, I see now. You see what I'm saying? Because if it's a hobby, man, if you don't get your ass up and come on over here and do this shit, that's what you're gonna get. But once it's professional, it's
I mean, like I said, I'm waiting to see. I'm getting there. I'm the guy on the other side. I'm the guy on the other side watching somebody's hobby grow.
Look, because V be like, don't you got a stream today at 5? I'll do such and such. You see what I'm saying? You will get to that point soon.
Okay, well then I'm already there.
Once you quit if you treat it like a hobby, everybody else gonna treat it like a hobby. If you treat it professional and say, hey, I gotta stick to the strict schedule, I gotta stick, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do this the way I gotta do this. This is the time, this is the date that I do what I do. People are respected as such. But if you just
think so?
Going, yeah. Think about because they see that it means more to you than just a hobby. Because a hobby I could do anytime. I got time.
But see, that's why I kind of looked at it, because for me, like I said, right now, I'm not talking as my situation. I'm talking about as me on the other side of my wife's situation. Mm-hmm. I agree that the more professional, well, you know what? I guess I'm looking at 2 different things. When I look at hers and the amount of time and effort she put in hers, I'd be like, yeah, I will, go and take this extra step. I will go make these phone calls. I will go do this, that, and the third to support you. Right. But on mine, I kind of feel like mine is kind of like a freedom release, right? A hobby, a freedom release type thing. So, I don't have to be as glued down to mine or as strict to mine, which is what I like about my 3 situations. Right. So I actually promoted being the other way, but I know for you, it's
What I'm saying is even so, it might just be like a therapeutic release for you. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a hobby, then it's a hobby. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if you respect it as much more than a hobby, as if you take it like a job, for instance, you know what I'm saying, in here, it might not be a job, but if you project it as such, other people will respect it as such. Even though for you, it's just therapy for me, but I'm gonna make people respect it because at the end of the day, this is still your time. This is still your, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing. So they do need to respect the boundary of what you do. You see what I'm saying? So if you're giving them a key to come in and disturb your peace while you're doing your hobby, then you see what I'm saying?
They'll disturb the hobby.
Right.
That's just an FYI for y'all on that want to start up y'all podcast and shit. That's how that shit go. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of moving pieces behind the scene.
It is. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. But you ready to get into this I call that shit tomfoolery. This tomfoolery that happened. What has been going on about 2 weeks now? Week and a half, something like that.
I think I've been seeing it for about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. You ready to hop into it?
You know it.
Boom. There we go. Old Joe Budden, man. What we gonna do with old Joseph Budden, bro? Because you know that's my guy. You know, I won't say that I put you on, but I come up and I talk about a lot of the shit that they talk about in the podcast with you. You know what I'm saying? You do.
And on the other side of that, you know, I hope I don't come off as too harsh on Joe Budden, because I don't personally care for they platform. You know what I'm saying? And that's the entirety of the platform. Like I don't care for it. I actually don't care for both Joe Budden, period. But I'm gonna do my best to be biased.
Unbiased
to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my take. You for him, I'm against him.
Well, no, it ain't, to me, it's not a for or against. I just like
no. Like with that, we're not talking about the discussion. I'm just saying, like, if I had to choose Joe Budden
at the podcast,
right? Like, if I had to choose Joe Budden or Gilly the Kid's podcast, I'm gonna probably go listen to Gilly the Kid now. I won't choose Joe Budden because I don't like nothing about them.
That's weird.
But
I'm surprised because I thought maybe you would probably gravitate to like Maul.
Nah, I don't even really listen to them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And I guess since I know you don't listen to it, it's kind of hard for you to even say I don't like them if you don't listen to them.
I have listened to them before, and I just determined that I don't like them. They podcast been running for a while. Like this ain't just came about situation. Like I just
had the number one podcast for
but without my support. You know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't talking about support. I'm just talking about we talking about how long it's been running.
Yeah. I think he got like 4 years or something.
It's longer than that because, like I said, it's been number one for 3-4 years, and that was before he took it mainstream.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because before it was just him and Rory and this chick. Then Maul would show up every now and then.
Right.
Then the chick left. They ain't know what to do, so they said we're gonna bring Maul in. Maul came in 100% of the time, and that was, you know what I'm saying, boom. And then once Maul showed up, it started going. But that's, you know what I'm saying. It's like you said, and I think it's because you're just not a fan of Joe Budden anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what it is, and which is cool. But I do think. I think if and this is my person, I ain't trying to put you on him, but I think if you would listen, like if you would check in every now and then, I think you would actually probably, well, I don't know now, I ain't listen to it now, but like with Roy and Maul, a lot of the shit that they talk about, that shit remind me of you. And that's why I'm like, all they doing is talking the shit to Adam, because they talk it's a lot of man shit that go on. You know what I'm saying? And when with you, I look at you like you talk man shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of your shit is like old school man philosophy. That's kind of like that's one of the reasons why I like talking to you, because it is that old school, that how can I say it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I to be honest, I never really considered it like that, because I actually thought I'd be having a few modern day thoughts when it comes to it.
You do have progressive thoughts, but at the same time, you also
my foundation is
your
that. You know what I'm
foundation is
saying?
old school based.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of especially Maul is old, no, don't take no shit, no drama, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Old school, straight up. I don't play about no funny shit. Yeah, that's cool, but this is how I rock over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I thought maybe you'll gravitate towards, but that's neither here nor there, man. Let's get into the fuckery of it. So to explain to the audience out there, like we said, this happened like around 2 weeks ago. Joe Budden fired his co-host, Rory and Maul. Rory is the white guy. Maul is the black dude, and the white dude in the back, that's their sound engineer, Parks. He's the one who do all the recording and stuff like that. He's just the sound engineer, but he does also have an opinion in the show. But let me ask you this, me and you, right? Let's say this Society's Culture podcast shit. Let's say we know it can become lucrative. It can make money off of it. So once we start seeing money start generating, me and you say, all right, man, we're going to do splits, 50-50, right? After all the expenses is done, whatever is left, we're going to bust that down the middle, right? Or maybe whatever the split is, it could be, you might say, you know what, Blue, since you started and you came to me, we'll do 60-40, something like that, right?
Because in my mind, that's absolutely where I was going to go. Because if I'm just like, even in my other podcast, I'm just a talent, you know what I'm saying? And I think you really have to realize what you are to the, we're going to call it to the organization, because that's what it starts to become. When you start to make money and you starting to write contracts, and when you starting to, you know what I'm saying, get some happening about what's going on, you have to understand what you are. So for me, I'm the talent.
Okay.
And I'm finna just blow past a lot of this. So with me being the talent, that means multiple things that I'm gonna have to discuss with multiple people. Like, in my contract, am I gonna write that I don't want to be replaced, or do I want to write that I will be replaced? In my contract, I'm gonna be discussing money.
Okay.
And I really do feel like when I listened to I think it's Rory, when he was discussing it, I felt everything he was saying. Like, dog, this business now. This ain't no friendship no more. Certain parts of this shit is business.
It's business.
And we have heard over and over and over and over again about business. People get fucked on business. We hear that all the time. So how in the hell is the doing the business so fucked up now? You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe supposed to know that, Maul supposed to know that, everybody there supposed to know. At least if we don't get nothing else right, we're gonna get the business right. Like, we can quit this shit, this podcast can die, but we're gonna get this business right. And I feel like that is the biggest letdown in the story, besides how everything is transpiring, is that once again, black people on a high level are demonstrating that they cannot do business. You know, I'm big on my black people, bro. You gotta do business. And the way that Joe is coming out of this shit is like, you the one black centerpiece and you trying to be a fucking crook. You've been a crook with another guy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that was necessary. It didn't have to go there. That part should not have happened. And with me and you, I am going to say a 70-30 split, a 60-40 split. I don't do that much work. You know what I'm saying? Now, if everybody coming at you behind the scenes and saying, man, that guy Black Atom, man, that motherfucker make the show. Man, that motherfucker killing it. Man, that motherfucker is like, kind of like Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club. Most people know that Charlemagne is the big time talent on that show. So yeah, you're not gonna tell me up front, but I hope out of respect, right? Respect for what we doing. You're gonna allow me hear those voices, and you're gonna allow me to possibly make opportunity out of what's going on with that. But now you can curve that. Eventually, I will say that that's some low down ass shit, because that's not necessary. We didn't start it for that. You know what I'm saying? We started as together, and we should stick together, unless, like I say, I'm just a talent. I can be replaced. It can be special guests come in and I ain't got to talk. You have all those things going on, but that's a large part of what goes in the contract.
Right. Right.
So that's what I meant by blowing through it. It was a lot said.
No, you went exactly for it. Matter of fact, you opened up a lot of convo with it because you came. It seemed like you came the same way Rory came at it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's starting to get going. What do we need to do? Because Rory talked about how he had a meeting with an exec from Tidal. You know what I'm saying? But wasn't nothing really discussed. It was just, because he said he's been knowing the guy for a while. He said he went and had lunch, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the lunch, the dude brought up, hey, I see you, you know what I'm saying, you in the Joe Budden show. Or matter of fact, I don't even think it was called the Joe Budden Podcast.
Nah.
Then it was called, I'll name this podcast later or something like that, which that's what they should have kept the show as. But he was like, I see, you know what I'm saying, I see it blowing up. I got an offer, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here at Tidal. Maybe I can do something for y'all show. Here goes some numbers. These aren't the exact numbers, but here goes some numbers. Whoop-de-whoop. And Rory said when he took it back to Joe, Joe blew up on him. Like, what the fuck you doing having a meeting? This, you know what I'm saying? This my show. Whoop-de-whoop. And it's like, dog, this dude is bringing you opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
That's one way of looking at it.
I mean, it is. No, ain't no.
That's one way of looking at it. Yes, it is.
What other way is it to look at it?
All right, so to me, right? To me, I hate to do the race thing, right? I hate to do the race thing, but I'm gonna do it any fucking way because that's what part of the perception is to me. Why did that guy come to Roy? Because when I listened to it, I heard that, yeah, Roy, I'm cool with you. You're a white dude. I'm a white dude. Maybe we can have something happen. Or maybe. I'm not saying that was the context. I'm not saying that that's what was said, but can that be seen? Because sometimes when we at the workplace, right? And I'm just gonna bring up at the workplace, huh?
Who white though?
The other dude that came to him.
No, he's not white.
He wasn't white. Oh,
no,
I thought white.
What I'm saying. Nah.
Oh, so hold on. He said he was a friend of his, but he never discussed race.
No, I know who the dude is. The dude is one of he works for Tidal. He do all the podcast shit over there at Tidal. He got one of the matter of fact, he has probably the biggest podcast over there at Tidal. He's the one who do the Jay-Z shit. He's black. He black.
So you saying the black dude was cool with Roy and then he came to Roy.
Right.
But why didn't he go to Joe?
Because he already knew Rory.
But why couldn't he have both of them sit down and talk?
Because that ain't what the lunch was about. He said he go to lunch with this dude all the time. It just was brought up in lunch, in passing. This wasn't no official meeting about the podcast. That's like if I
don't know, Nick. I don't know, Blue.
If somebody sit down with you about this podcast, been knowing you forever, right? They know you. They don't know me. Y'all always, let's say y'all, I don't know, y'all play basketball or something all the time. Y'all all on Sundays we play basketball. This dude is an executive at some record label or something that you know. He says, hey man, I've been watching y'all podcast and I think I can do something with it. Here goes some numbers. Take it back to Blue.
Nah.
What you mean? Nah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. I like to me. I'm gonna say no to that because I'm gonna be like, well, hold on a second. You know, we ain't even got to win. I can call him up right now. We can discuss this right now.
Okay. Well,
he just a cell phone call away. We don't need to have a discussion about anything without my guy here. My guy know more. Like I said. First off, I'm just a talent.
Right, but if the dude know you, it ain't like it wasn't an official discussion. He just said, "Hey,
it don't have to be
with your podcast."
To me,
here go some of the numbers that y'all might be able to get.
Yeah, to me, nah. Let me call my guy. Let me call Blue.
You could have called me right then and there, or
on the spot.
You can go and run off and go and tell him.
I mean, we're not discussing whether or not. Like I just said, I wouldn't have played that like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
like
cool.
I wouldn't have played like that, huh?
That's cool. I'm just trying to.
But and then to go back on my statement, like I thought it was two white dudes conversating about Joe. So then I could partially, and then like I said, I'm wrong for that. So I'm not gonna bring that part up, even though we do know people do that. So, but the way that he handled it, if it was that long of a talk or that long, we don't know how long the conversation was. But Joe Budden is just a phone call away. That's how I see it. Blue is just a phone. Like I call, like for me and you, I call you for other shit anyway. So, hey man, hold on. We ain't got to talk about that just yet. Hey, I'm gonna hit up Joe so he can listen in about what you describing. So that way, it ain't no misinterpretation of what I'm bringing you back, and it ain't no intermingle. You know what I'm saying?
No, hold on. Wait. This is nothing official. So
I know.
Hold on. This is the reason why to me this is just for me. This is the reason why for me it's okay. If you took if you was hanging out with this dude and this dude said, "Hey, I got an opportunity for y'all," yada yada, you could either call me up right there, or you could, after everything is done, you could have came at me and
told you
right and told me, because the dude wants to set up a meeting with us, right? But he still has to do his job on the other side. Remember, this ain't handshake in the hood. This is
business. This is business.
Right. This is business, right? So you calling me up, that we still gonna have to have a formal official meeting.
I'm just saying the way that one came out. I mean, it's more than one way to handle something. Not saying that either way is the greatest way to handle it. I'm just saying, with me and you using it, I'm gonna give that quick phone call. Now, if you don't answer the phone, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get all the information and then pass it back along. That's just my personal way. I don't know if you could consider that the realer way, or whether Roy way was the realer way. I don't know, but just etiquette to me. That would just be etiquette to me.
To me, it's more than one way to skin a cat. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying something wrong. I'm just saying the two different ways of maybe handling, because it doesn't matter whether I know the guy. To me, whether I give you the phone call, like he finna still sit down and discuss.
What I mean,
he finna still say what he finna say to me. He gonna say, "Well, why you there?" You know what I'm saying? Because it's about both of us.
It is, but I know you, and I need you to get to me. You see what I'm saying? So if I know if I'm the executive and I know you and I need to get to your partner, I'm gonna come to you first, and I might say, "Hey, man, can I get such and such's number?" Maybe that's the case, but maybe with me trying to get the deal done, because I'm trying to build the pot, because this was before Title was coming. You know what I'm saying? This was when Title was coming up. So I'm trying to get clients. I'm trying to build a cachet of talent over here at Title. So I need this to kind of go fast. Hey, I ain't got time to talk to Joe right now. Here go all the information. I'm gone. I got other stuff. You see what I'm saying? I got other stuff.
For real.
And if that's how it happened. But
I completely agree. But you know what now I'm gonna say?
Okay.
Now that I think about it, I think that goes back to, once again, Joe Budden having bad management, right? Bad management, because I don't think their positions were well defined. Because I think even during that point, Roy was like, "We a team."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still at that point, it's like we still a fucking team. Like we boys and we a team. And we finna get this money together. So
I'm not an employee.
I'm not an employee yet.
With you. Not yet. Not yet. Ever.
Well, ever then.
I was here to start this podcast. I started this with you.
Well, like in the research, Joe was like, he was like, not at that point. You know what I'm saying? Joe said he wasn't that full at the beginning, and Roy is saying that he was. So that's those two button heads about
those two button heads.
Right. So to me, for me and you, like, it's like we, at this moment in time, we would be considered partners, right?
Right.
I come on, you put your time in, I put my time in, boom, boom, bow. But once we do, like I said, Joe didn't have that outline yet, because I don't think they knew what was going to happen with the podcast. But after Rory came back with this, it's kind of like, let's outline positions. Joe had no business going hard on Roy at that point, because ain't nothing determined. Ain't no lines drawn. Ain't nothing saying nothing that you the boss. Ain't nothing saying that I'm the worker. Ain't nothing saying none of this. Until that time come, we move like we one unit. And I believe that they eventually, with Roy and Mel, the two non-Joe Buttons realized that they wasn't moving as one anymore. It was Joe, and then it was y'all motherfuckers.
Well, from what I understand, I don't know if you watched the shit that they said that Roy and Mel.
I did watch Roy and Mel's side.
Now, if I'm in a podcast and I'm getting, Like Joe Budden, okay, we know you the name. You know what I'm saying? Like Maul said, I ain't nobody. Don't nobody know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like Rory said, look, I'm just here. I show up.
I'm talent.
Right. But I don't work for you because it's a percent. I'm a percentage based guy. I get my money off the split, not a salary. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I'm not an employee.
I'm not an employee. Regardless, I'm your partner. Regardless.
Right.
No matter how you look at what's going on, I'm your partner because you don't pay me a salary.
Correct.
I get money.
We get a split.
I get a split. I'm your partner. You see what I'm saying?
It don't say pay. It say split.
Split. So, to me, all the drama came from they wanted to look at the books, right?
Yeah, so that's what they said.
If I get a certain percentage, I need to know because 35% changes. It don't matter.
I should be getting all these different levels of checks. It's 28 days in February. I shouldn't get the same check that I had in March.
And Maul was like, ain't no way. I think he brought up like a show in Philly or something. He was like, I was with you when you were just Joe Budden trying to sell out, you know what I'm saying, this spot. You didn't sell it out. Me, Rory, and you sold this out.
Correct.
And if I only get 30, like I said, 35%, I don't know how much he was getting, but 35%, if we came here, let's say when the first time we toured and it was only 500 people in the stands. Now I come this time and it's, you know what I'm saying, 1,000.
50,000 in the stands, motherfucker. I don't need the same $500.
That same check, I shouldn't get the same check from the 500 people. Then, you know what I'm saying? I need to see the books.
Right.
Joe was like, oh, you think I'm trying to cheat you? And it's like, Joe, it ain't about you trying to cheat me. This is a business. Because I guarantee you, anybody on any kind of seat in one of these Fortune 500 companies, if they feel they need to see the books, nobody say, nah, you can't see the books, bro. Nobody.
No, they might say it. But that ain't what's gonna happen.
That ain't what's gonna happen.
Right.
So most of the time they not gonna say it. You see what I'm
saying? So pretty much like I said, to me, it breaks down to Joe Budden not being able to do business. And I think with him being one of the originators and making podcasts so big, that's the one thing that you could try to get right. And then for you to be on the show and talking about these my boys and these my guys, like now it's like, man, do you really want to do business with Joe Budden? Joe Budden is like the new baby, or the new Birdman. Like, do y'all niggas do you really want to do business with him? He shitted the two guys that really blew him up. Cause you ain't blow up on your own. The podcast blew up. It's just called Joe Budden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you probably your career probably helped boost the show. It's kind of like how T.I. got his podcast. David Banner got it. Yeah, your career blows it up, but you chose to do it with two other individuals that really get to eat off a part of it. And then they even went so far to say they knew that they share wasn't supposed to be equal to yours. Right. So that in itself draws a sense of loyalty.
Yeah, they didn't look at it like, nah, Joe, we need to get the same exact split as you. They know you, Joe Budden. You, Joe Budden. You Mr. Pump It Up. You Mr. Slaughterhouse. We know. That's cool. But pay us what we're supposed to get paid. Or you know what I'm saying? Let us see the book so we know what we're supposed, because even if they were salary, right? They still got the right to go to the boss or whoever, HR, and say, hey, look, man, my check ain't looking right. Can you show me how many hours I work? You know what I'm saying? Let's multiply this up. Let's get you know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Show me what's going on.
Get this shit talented up, dog. I mean, tallied up. Like, so that way I can know maybe how to do my taxes or what the fuck I need to do on my side. Or maybe I need to get out here and hustle more. You know what I'm saying? Like him doing it that way, man, it just really showed. Like, I don't know how they stayed that long and then worry about it. Like, if you do that shit to me, nigga, day one, I'm suspecting that you ripping me off. Like, I don't give a fuck how long we been motherfucking friends. Day one, you tell me you can't show me no book and you trying to, yeah, I do. Like, that's the part where you instantly turn off that friendship shit. Yep, I do. And can I see the books? It's either we gonna see these books or I ain't doing no more motherfucking show. Right. That's it. Like, because why you hiding them?
Yeah.
Oh man, you don't think I do you? Nah. Yes, now I do. You're resisting. You're resisting. Kind of like the police. Yeah, you're resisting, bro.
You resisting.
And I know, and I know that this may not go positive. But see, they was eating. See, the big thing is, just like a lot of things, when you eating, you will take some. You'll take any and everything. And that's what it seemed like to me, how it lasted so long. Is that they was eating, and he was able to feed them what he wanted to feed them.
That, and I think I'm put it to you like this: if you build something, this your homeboy, yeah, and like you said, Joe Budden, you Joe Budden, but we eating shit. It ain't like shit bad. I just want to see the book. I just want to make sure if shit can get better, or do I need to take some money, move it around? You know what I'm saying? It ain't about whether you cheating me or not. I just want to see if everything is culture. Now, you want to know why it lasted so long? I know why it lasted so long. It's because the friendship factor overlooked the business. You see what I'm saying? The friendship factor, the friendship factor overlooked the business. Joe, you know what I'm saying? Because they even said it. Rory and Maul said it. They say, you know what? We never thought Joe would, because Joe didn't cheat. The thing is, it's not like they got cheated out of money. That's not what the whole thing is.
It's not like Joe cheated them out of money.
Well, no, they didn't get cheated out of money anyway.
I thought it was the accounting firm that was handling all of that.
Right. It was a mistake, but from what I understand, the mistake got resolved. But it don't matter, because now, accounting firm, I really need to see the books now, because what you doing? You not only you might be cheating me, you might be cheating Joe. You know what I'm saying? You might be cheating everybody in the staff. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit trickle downhill. You see what I'm saying? If this $400,000 mistake, nah, cuz. And then you don't send me the shit. They were mad about it being sent in an Excel spreadsheet. I feel the same way. Don't send me that shit in some shit that can be updated today. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, the numbers can be finagled and played with. Nah, I need to see some real official shit. And I'm not saying that I don't run no firm or nothing like that, accounting firm. But
I think what happens is you could have a Excel spreadsheet for the interior of the business, right? Because those things will have to be updated. Yeah, but once it comes out, right, you have your official report. Right. Kind of like your quarterly report when it come time for companies do their earnings. And to me, the Joe Budden podcast was becoming a company. Now, it was a company, yeah. Now, for me, what I see is I don't give a fuck. Like, once the moment you start to resist on a question that I have, right, when I know it's concerning business, then no, like, ain't nothing else. Like, yeah, we friends, we cool, but you resist it right there. And I want to know, just like, I might not get to the bottom of it that day, but don't think I ain't peeking and prying. I'm peeking and prying full time on that, because you resist it. And it's only a few reasons for you to resist, right? Either you don't know the real answer, right? Or you in on it. And I don't mind if you don't know what the accounting firm is doing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Right? So, but if you don't know, and we can sit down as the three of us, it's our business. Right. Like he said, they was doing splits. They wasn't doing motherfucking, you pay me. If we doing splits, that means you getting a split, I'm getting a split, and Maul over there, and everybody getting splits, bro. Right. So why we can't know? Joe, why you hiding the secret? We know you supposed to get more than us. Right. You automatically you get more than us.
But see, like what Maul said he knew the shit was coming, was being handled funny when he said that once they Spotify deal was up, or they were shopping some shit around, and he said some number came out which would have made them get paid like this exponentially amount of money, and Joe was like, oh no, we can't be paying them that. Like, hold on, what you mean you can't be paying me that? Because your pay is not going to change. You know what I'm saying? Your pay, Joe Budden's pay didn't change.
Right. Well, no. It do change. It go up.
That's what I mean by it. Your percent. Let me take that back. Your percentage is not being changed. Now, if you want to sit down and negotiate new percentages, that's a different talk.
That's a different discussion.
Based off of what we got now, as the splits that, like I said, I don't know if he get 50 and they break it down 25-25. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if this exponentially amount of money that was going to come to the podcast's way, and now we might be getting paid all this money, just to show up to the podcast, and guess what? Yeah, I should be getting paid that amount of money just to show up and run my mouth to the podcast, because that's what I've been doing. Shouldn't shit change now?
That's what the offer came from.
Right. That's how they rank the value of the podcast.
By us three.
You know what I'm saying? Us sitting down, because at the end of the day, why wouldn't I want my homeboys to get paid to sit down and just talk shit?
That's when you start to realize, like I said, Joe started to be the problem. But then, but also it was really sad because, you know, he didn't do anything to negate this from happening. Right. And I think when I hate to bring up Charlemagne the God, but Charlemagne the God was even speaking on it before it even happened. He was like, Joe Budden has a tendency to get tired of stuff, and he ruins a lot of things.
Yep.
And this is just one of the things. Look like now Charlemagne was right that he was ruining it. And like he even told Roy that, man, you could be replaced with another talent, and Joe wouldn't mind replacing it, friend or no friend. And I'm like, damn.
Well, the
Charlemagne, you sitting here capping like that, and Joe is laughing. Like if you laughed and I seen that outtake
on the Breakfast Club,
right? Like if he would have been doing all that and you would have been laughing, I'd have been like, "Ha, cool." In my mind, like this shit probably over. Let me get my ducks in a row because this shit over.
I think. Because you know what I'm saying, I remember that Breakfast Club interview. I went back and you know what I'm saying, the research talking about this shit. Charlemagne, you know what I'm saying, not saying he go below the belt, but he makes you want to think more outside the box than what you already in. And that's why he brought that up. Like, okay, right. So you know what I'm saying, are y'all partners or not? Joe didn't really answer it the way that it should have been answered. So that's why that made Charlemagne go to the next level. Boom. So that means you can replace these guys any day of the week. Now, as I'm listening to the shit that Rory, the shit that Maul is saying, and other people are saying, Joe Budden, and I hate to go typical light-skinned nigga type shit, Joe Budden thinks that he is King Dingaling in every situation that he is.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. They call it he let his ego get in his way.
Right. He's the narcissistic, toxic, and I hate to use that word when talking about black, you know what I'm saying, black males, because I try to, you know what I'm saying, showcase better than
nah, man, let's call this shit what it is. It ain't got nothing to do with toxic. We ain't gonna even call it toxic. We gonna call this shit what it is when you talking about business. He crooked.
Right. Well, no. I reason why I can't say crooked, because they not even blaming him on bad business.
I mean, I kind of felt when I watched it they was.
Not as far as, and when I say bad business, not as far as them trying to steal. Stupidity, not crooked. Stupid is what I would think. He was crooked. I would call it stupid because Joe talk a lot of shit like he knows some shit, and he didn't put it into effect. See, and I'm
gonna say crooked though, in my opinion, because like I said, once you ask that question, and then Joe blew up on him, and then he blew up on them multiple times during the talk of money. Right, those are signs of being crooked. To me,
to you, and that's cool. I take it as stupid because I don't think Joe knew what the fuck was going on. He blew up because he was so trusting in the accounting firm. He thought he was on top of the world. See, as a narcissist, being somebody who think they king dingaling, now you coming to me and think I don't know what the fuck is going on in my world. I'm finna blow the fuck up on you. And then at the end of the day, where Joe at now? Joe say he ain't got no deal in place. He been paying shit out of his pocket like this whole time. Why you ain't got no deal in place? Well, know why? Because you was trying to be bigger than what you were. You see what I'm saying? Now, I mean, now he went and did the Patreon deal, that shit there. But before all that happened, he didn't have shit in place. You see what I'm saying? He did a little, like he was doing a little small shit here and there to try to act like, and then remember, he went and had that tiff with Charlemagne when Charlemagne came out with the Black Effect Network. Oh, you running back to them, you know what I'm saying? They not for the creators, this, that, and the third. sometimes you got to play ball with the big people so you can learn. You know what I'm saying?
How to get out on your own.
How to get out on your own. How to do business.
I mean, even Roy spoke on the fact of just the YouTube portion alone. He didn't never want to discuss none of that. And that was Roy and them was like early on, we never even understood how the YouTube part worked. But that's what all those things were led up to Roy getting a goddamn lawyer. And later on Mel getting a lawyer. It's because, like I said, Joe Budden as himself, whether he knew or didn't have, or knew or had information or didn't have information, started to play the game like a crook. Like when you attack me for asking questions that you may not have the answer for, then yes, it doesn't look right. Not toxic. It just looked like you finna be a crook. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%. I agree with you. I'm not trying to say that I'm just trying to say that I don't think he know what the fuck. See, but then you giving him a pass though, because then what happens? What happens to the opportunity for him to go and learn? No, right. I'm not giving him a pass.
4 years in the making, and you didn't never learn nothing.
This is the reason why I'm not giving him a pass. I'm just calling out how when somebody when a know-it-all who think that they know it all, how it always blows up in their face. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying this is what happens when you think that you know some shit and you don't really know some shit. It blow up in your face. This ain't me giving him a pass. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that his stupidity, him not doing what Rory said to do from the beginning, him thinking that, oh no, everything is straight. You know what I'm saying? You said it could be, he could be playing them straight to the side, could be crooked. I'm not discounting that. I'm not dismissing that. I'm just saying, to me, it seems like he was trying to be something that he wasn't. He was trying to be this big CEO. It's a story. It's a story that Maul said that, and this is the reason why I had that thought. Maul came when they came up with the last episode that they was in, they were supposed to be piecing it up and everything's supposed to be hunky-dory going forward. And Joe tried to tell the story about Jay-Z. And Maul was like, nah, I'm the one who said, you know what I'm saying? The only reason why you are even in this room is because of me and my brother. Jay, you know what I'm saying? Jay don't give. It's like you out here running behind trying to look at Jay. Jay don't even give a fuck who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because the story was about how Jay-Z stole Joe Budden's beat and then, you know what I'm saying, dissed him on the song. And when he finally got the opportunity to talk to Jay about it, Jay looked at him and said, so, and kept it moving. Like, nigga, who are you? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing you can do that's gonna stop what I just did. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what, nigga? Yeah, I hopped on your beat. Not only did I hop on it, I dissed you on it. What you gonna do about it? Joe Budden? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? So to me, Joe Budden runs behind all of these artists who are bigger than him. Drake, Jay-Z, Game, all these artists who are bigger than him and try to act like he's something he's not. He's not the big CEO. He's not the big businessman. He's not the pro-black. Oh, we gotta. He do a lot of that shit on it. Like after old girl Olivia Dope came out and said what she said, and then even what's her name? The lawyer chick that he had on his other show.
Oh, you talking about that first chick?
Ebony K. Williams. Ebony K. Williams came out and said how she, you know what I'm saying, she went and did the show with she went and did her own show
with Charlemagne.
Right, with Charlemagne.
And then that was the end of her.
Right. And she was like, Joe just ghosted me. I called him on his birthday to tell him happy birthday or something like that. No response back. I reached out to him plenty of time, no response back. And then she said she started thinking about it like, well, is it because I went to, you know what I'm saying, because I don't have the relationship me and you have is through Revolt. It's not through the Joe Budden podcast. I'm not stopping you from eating. We can still have the show on Revolt and I can go over here and eat with Charlemagne. You know what I'm saying? Why should there be any kind of beef between me and you for me just going and getting every opportunity that I can get? You know what? You know what? The more you talk about this shit, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. The niggas, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna just say the nigga sound like a tyrant. He sound flawed. Nah, nigga, he sound like tyrant like a motherfucker. Like, oh, if you gonna be my friend and be over here, you can't go over there. So I'm gonna control the situation.
like he sound like he trying to be the ruling body. Like my nigga, a lot of this shit ain't even getting done through you. It's getting done through third party entities, and it's just so happened that we using your titles. That's all. Like, bro, no, like, bro, why are you mad because other people do business with other people? And then you're gonna probably come up with some old fictitious ass story. But at the end of the day, you almost trying to stop everybody from getting money. That's what happens at the end of the day.
And that's how I'm looking at it. Like, why are you trying to stop? But old girl, Mandy, her show is on Charlamagne's podcast network. So why if what you know what I'm saying? Like if it's a big deal that I work with Charlamagne, why you letting her do it?
I mean, old Mandy. Girl work.
Right. Why you letting
Mandy do it?
Is you know what I'm saying? To me, what Olivia Dope said, I'm not saying that she was real, you know what I'm saying? What she said was 100% true or not, you know what I'm saying? But it don't seem like was she putting 2 on the 10? Was she going a little extra on it? Probably so. You know what I'm saying? But those things did happen. And it seemed like if Joe didn't fuck you, and I don't know if Joe and Mandy fuck, but it seems like if Joe didn't fuck you, then we done with it. And it seems like Ebony K. Williams and Joe Budden, they ain't fucked, right? So since you ain't let me smash, and now you over here with Charlamagne, I'm done with you. Because that show was dope. State of the Culture was a dope show. You had 4 dope participants on the show: Joe Budden, Jinx, what's her name, Remy Ma, and Ebony K. Williams. Like, you had the best of the best of people who could talk about it. Joe is big on social media. Remy Ma, she talk her shit. Jinx,
she on national TV though. She was on national TV.
She was, right, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Ebony K. Williams, who was also on national TV. She was on Fox News, and she's an actual lawyer. So when law things come up, she can speak on, you know what I'm saying? Especially when a lot of the Trump shit was going on. They was coming to her a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's, to me, he a flaw ass nigga. Just like my homeboy Mark just said, sounds like Joe Budden got a lot of bitch assness in him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like. Like,
agreed.
Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I mean by like he was a tyrant. Like he was trying to use his position wherever he could use that motherfucker and wheel through or power through on any and everybody. Because I'm this big CEO guy, or watch how big this brand be, but it's my brand. So you need to do or listen or whatever gestures I may want. If y'all ain't doing them, I might cut y'all ass off. Like that's why I said he was a tyrant. Then I came back on the other part and said he was a fucking crook. I'm gonna constantly say this shit. You crooking, my boy. If I ask you for some shit and you lash out. And goddamn, then you don't never bring me the information. You crooked. I just created a word. You crooked. That's what you're doing. You crooked.
The word, but I'm with you.
No, crook is the word. No, crooking is not the word.
Crooking.
It's not the word. Crooking. You're crooking. ING on that motherfucker. I
thought you said crooked. ED.
No, crooking. You're crooking as if you're doing it.
That might be a word though. But
that might be a word. Fuck that shit. Then I use that shit first.
You Soldier Boy that shit. You the first podcast guy to say.
Number 1 around that bitch. Soldier, don't pop up behind me, goddamn. But
gonna come out and say,
I created that and goddamn Soldier Boy tell him so. Remember Bar 13. That's why I dropped that way. But yeah, like even with the Olivia shit, like I felt like when you kind of almost get to hear the excerpts or whatever, like, yeah, Joe, like, I don't even know what the hell they was supposed to be discussing, but I was like, damn, Joe, you coming. Like, but why you coming though?
That's some shit you do off camera.
Like, why? Like, I think even when I had discussed it with other people, I was like, man, the dude must have been high, drunk, you know what I'm saying, on drugs or whatever the fuck it could have been, because every man know not to do that shit, and especially not on camera, dog.
What are you doing?
What are you just trying to destroy everything?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he tried to, and this is why I say, you know what I'm saying, he full of shit, and a lot of the shit he do. Reason why I use the word toxic is because he, like you say, you don't watch the show, but on the show he always talking about creating a a safe and comfortable place for women. He said when he have his little kickbacks and stuff, he tried to create a safe place for women. He want women to feel safe, be able to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dog, well, you just showed the total complete opposite of what the fuck you just said. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you think any of that shit was funny? You know what I'm saying? She ain't let me fuck then, you know what I'm saying? Like, what, Joe? What are you
Did you just
about?
say that? Like,
you know what
like,
I'm saying?
did you just say that? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like, and I don't even want to go like with, like, because at that point, I guess I'm not in the situation. Lord and behold, I have been raised around men. You know what I'm saying? I come up being raised around men. So I think the pride thing for me could be vastly different when it versus, you know, maybe a female that wasn't raised around her parents or her father or just uncles that, you know what I'm saying, carry a certain amount of respect or regard. I'm not saying she didn't. I'm not saying she did. But I do know this. That goes back to motherfuckers calling each other bitch ass niggas, which me and you discussed. If you just stay on this motherfucker, like he kind of like how he came at her, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I want to fuck you, or if you come at me on a line where you saying you a bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna be like, hold on, bro, what you mean by that? So everything stops. That moment that bitch ass nigga come out, we freezing. But and we trying to clarify.
Yeah, but
let me clarify before this shit be over, right?
Like we discussed though.
Yeah, because this shit finna be over if this shit, if that part don't get handled right. And I feel like she said that the other chicks laughed. I don't give a fucking five motherfuckers over this bitch laughing. This me and you now,
right?
And you now, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying for her, like for all women, y'all, you could literally check. That's some shit that you check on spot,
right? No, and we talked about it. Like,
check on spot.
Women check that shit. If it's uncomfortable,
check it on spot.
Check that shit down right then and there. You know what I'm saying? I told her.
Now, if you don't feel safe checking it on spot, get up and leave.
Get up and leave. Right?
Get up and leave. Ain't no more. A podcast don't mean no more than how you feel.
But, and me and you, we discussed this offline already. You know what I'm saying? Some women don't know how to take that.
Well, you know that's why I said the part about me being raised by men. You kind of get some of that being raised by men or being. And I'm not trying to say a woman can't pass it down, but ultimately, I don't see it being passed down. I just don't. Now, if somebody could get on in the comments and be like, "Hell yeah, we passed that down." Yeah, I haven't saw it. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, like I said, you know, because we've talked about positions of power, right? We've talked about that before. She might have looked at Joe as being a powerful person. This could have been,
and he could have been.
You know what I'm saying? This was supposed to maybe catapult her career to a different level, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
But is that how you want to get to the top?
I 100%, you know what I'm saying? 100% agree with you. I'm just saying, let me shift it. Let me try to look at it from her eyes, her point of view. If she's saying that, you know what I'm saying, this person, let me get through this. Maybe because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we get wrapped up in what harassment is. You know what I'm saying? I could be harassed today, right? And might not at that moment might not feel as harassment. Well, let me not say me because I don't get harassed, you know. But if somebody gets harassed, they might not feel like they was harassed until later on down the line. Or in that moment might have been big. It's all about how you process the shit. She might not have processed it the way you process it because you might be used to processing the disrespect like that. You see what I'm saying? She might not have never been disrespected like that by a man. So maybe she didn't even know what the fuck to do. You understand what I'm coming from?
Okay. So let's take that angle. So what you're saying is she went home and then she realized, oh shit,
somebody might have came to her. Somebody might have said,
you remember that episode that, oh, I feel like that was sexual harassment right there.
How about, let's not call it, well, it's sexual harassment because he kept saying he want to fuck and shit like that, but just harassment, just being disrespected. You know, how many times
I'm putting it like this. From what I saw in her interview, because that's what I'm discussing right now.
Right.
Right. From what I saw in the interview, right, when she was reading out her goddamn phone, she was stating it as she realized that at that moment that it was becoming uncomfortable. So that negates the fact that she didn't realize what was going on. In so many words, because if you reading it, that means you wrote it, and you said telling me now that you understood what was going on and you was uncomfortable pretty much the whole time. That's to me, that's why I'm saying that you should have got up and walked away. Hey, because now you still getting up and walking away. You just getting up and walking away much later.
True.
Right?
True. I mean,
you let entirely too much go on.
She did say during the podcast, she was like, "This is uncomfortable." She said that
I felt uncomfortable. They stopped it multiple times.
She did say that, right? And you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't built the same. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody ain't built the same.
I completely agree. Everybody ain't built the same.
That's how I'm gonna end it. Everybody ain't built the same.
Well, I'm gonna say my piece then, because I can't get fired yet.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Everybody ain't built the same, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, right? Because we're not all built the same. But I think if you carry this small principle, right, whether you take it or if you want to change it up and make it your own or not, once you start to feel uncomfortable, right, and you are able to walk away, that goes for fighting in the club. That goes for, having a bad fucking waitress at the motherfucking thing. Yep. And he said, get up and walk away. God damn, I ain't finna do that though. hey, I'm eating. God damn, I'm eating. He paying me well to be here.
No, he said he agreed with you. She should have got up and walked away. That was
so like because
I'm about to fire him,
because my bad. Because in many things in life, we stay too long, right? We stay too long and take too much. It's kind of like, it's no different with being harassed or somebody picking on you at the workplace. When you start to figure, you either go to somebody, talk to them about it and see if it stopped that way, or you get up and walk away on your own. Like that is a very important thing to do in life. Don't let nobody get you off balance, right? To where you feel bad about yourself for walking away. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or for you knowing that the situation ain't good for you. Because I think if you start to do that, somebody will catch you and you will always do that.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really not good to keep that behavior alive. And Olivia is a great example of all of that included, because she could have cut it early. She didn't. And then it shows that she had regret at the end of the day about not fixing it right at the spot. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's why I wanted to say that part. Like women, men, whoever, don't let people get you in a situation to where you uncomfortable. And so that you will continuously be harassed, or you know what I'm saying, or even it could get even worse down the road. Somebody, could cause you some type of harm. Right. So to me, that's the big thing.
I'm agreeing with you. Like I said, you 100% right. I'm just saying, all I was gonna say was everybody ain't built different.
Everybody ain't. But if you can give words of wisdom, give words of wisdom.
Oh, no,
you know what I'm saying? Like the good Dr. Umar say.
Oh, here we go.
I said the good Dr. Umar.
Where his school at?
I don't know where none of his goddamn patients at either. Well, shit.
Tell me what. We are his patients. We're his YouTube patients. That's
what it is.
So, you know what? That's what you're gonna say. I speak to millions every day.
Globally, I'm out here educating global.
Man, you know what? Shout out to, because Umar got me. So shout out to him.
Hey, so you get your name put on one of the bricks at the school.
One of the bricks at the school.
Shit, you ever been to? That motherfucker is a true donor. This was one of the original donors.
Whenever that school do show up, I better have at least a small statue outside that motherfucker.
That motherfucker gonna be a gnome.
I'll take that. I'll take that, man.
But nah, man. Like, so hopefully Joe Budden can get all that shit under control and do much better than business. I hope he can keep his network alive for sure. Because I think
I was gonna ask you that. How do you think he will survive this? I mean, he came out with the apology.
I read the apology. I don't think he wrote that shit from what you said.
Dope and to Rory and Maul. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was mishandled over there, but I think Joe goes through these cycles.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, or whether he gonna be a good steward or a bad steward, and he goes through the cycles, and he just get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You reading that one, or I'm supposed to be reading it?
I got it. Mark said, as a kid being from the east side of Albany, 229, baby, east side, you know what it is, was taught is where you fuck up, and where you fuck up is where you get straightened at. So she should have checked him at the moment he disrespected her. But like y'all said, everybody ain't built the same way.
Yeah. I agree with that, man. Like, but we ain't go, because, you know, motherfucker might get on this bitch and be like, we don't like black women because, you know what I'm saying, we might have didn't say what we needed to say, goddamn, around that bitch. But shit. Hey, look, I think that's part of, I think that's like manhood. Like when your uncles and them take you back out there to fight because you got your ass beat up, or like, we gonna stand ground here. This is our last stand. I this bitch on 300 or whatever. We coming back to this spot. You know what I'm saying? But do I think Joe Budden gonna survive? I hope so, man. It's a lot of attacks on him right now. I mean, but the press looks bad, and then he doesn't have, you know, when you go through a lot of controversy or whatever, you usually have something else going on, right? And I'm talking about something else positive, like not just you on your podcast. You just usually have, you know, maybe one or two things that you could bring out and, you know, get some of the attention off. And I don't think I've heard that yet over there at the Joe Budden's network, because, you know, it's called the network now. So I haven't heard that. I hope he does continue to put out content for those that do listen. Like I said, I'm not a big fan, but I could be a fan of somebody he bring on. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who he managed to get on. But you have to write the blueprint of business, right? And it shouldn't be hard, because it's hundreds of businesses in the United States to copy from. Right. Like, even though you're doing a podcast is the content. The business is the business. Well, you're gonna have a CEO, you're gonna have a COO, which was what we were talking about yesterday at Disney. No matter how big it gets, it's still the business part. How you gonna pay people? What are they worthy to be paid? And, you know, how are you gonna handle these people? Now, we could go in and say it's not good to do business with family, but these weren't even Joe family. And if they was, he still came out like a crook in the end. Once again, he was crooking. You know what I'm saying? So, so you can't say not to do business with people, with family. If you honest, you should either lose or you're gonna win big by being honest. Right. That's what happens with honesty. You either lose or you win big. And it's about what you feel on the inside on both sides of that narrative. Because on one side, if you lose, you're gonna feel like, well, I did all I could do. And if you win, you brought everybody with you. Ain't nothing saying it's bad, and ain't nothing saying you can't cut people off for the greater good. But what I'm saying is, on those two, you being honest within and honest to others, you should be able to be successful. Like we started off, I said I would take a 60-40 split, because honestly, I'm just the talent. Nick ain't got to tell. I mean, Blue ain't got to tell me that to be, for me to be honest. When he cut that to me, if he come and bring me 20, and I'm gonna be like, hey, can I get a little more? He'd be like, man, that's all I'm offering you. I can either say yay that I want to do it, or nay, I don't want to do it for that. But he being honest, and it's black and white. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not always saying you're supposed to give out opportunity, but damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? You weren't even honest with these dudes, and y'all getting tons of money. Right. That's so, to me, that's my take.
That's the fucked up part, because it's enough money in the world for everybody to eat and eat real good. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, if, like I said, if the split is the split, just give me the split. I'm not asking for no more, but what you supposed to be paying me. You know what I'm saying?
You see what he said?
Yeah, I read it. He said, let me ask y'all this then. Should have the other guy on the panel, when Joe disrespected the young lady, should the other guy stepped in and checked Joe for being disrespectful to her? He says, I asked that because of the protect our black women aspect. Yeah. Now, this
all right, so this the thing. I went and listened to the other two female side of the story. Both of them, I don't know if the shit was scripted or what, but both of them say when the cameras turn on, Joe get animated.
Right.
That nigga gets animated, right? And they say this is all part of his image or direction when he gets animated.
Yep.
So if I'm back there, right, the problem is we couldn't determine what Olivia energy was. Mm-hmm. That's why she was reading off the phone. That's why she was giving us second by second cuts, because nobody could determine her energy. First off, we should be mad at the two females for not recognizing their energy. Then go to the males, because women got a way of reading each other more than men do. Mm-hmm. Right? They supposed to have this whole little thing about how she vibing, how she moving her shoulders, and all of this. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes men don't pick up on that shit. But most definitely, like on that first cut, somebody should have walked up and be like, hey, Joe, you good today? You straight? You coming a little harder today, bro. You coming at Olivia. You hollering at Olivia.
Right.
Man, then what's up with him? He hollering at Olivia, man. Don't you feel like because I would have brought everybody into it at that point. You know how I get down at work. I'm bringing all y'all motherfuckers. Come on, we finna have this discussion before we turn this camera back on.
Bring me into that shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Well, and then just like at work, if some of y'all don't talk, I'm gonna keep the talking. Because at this point, we want that clarity, Joe. Like, yeah, you should have checked him, but I can't determine whether this shit is all jokes and games for the camera, though. We all acting or we not acting.
But he should have said that.
Joe should have.
Right. And even
But they said each time Joe came back and apologized and asked, was it too much? That's what the two females said.
That ain't what Joe said.
I'm just telling you what the two females said, bro. They on YouTube right now.
No, I saw it. I'm just saying Joe didn't say that though. Joe didn't say that. Even Parks, the engineer, said it. He said, and if somebody should have checked somebody, probably that's who it should have been. But like they said, do we need to hire a sense? You know what I'm saying? Somebody to let us know when we're going over the top. But the thing is, where's your filter at? If you want to, because if you want to be like Howard Stern, because I kind of look like Joe always bring up Howard Stern too. If you want to be like Howard Stern, I'm pretty sure before the show started, Howard Stern said, hey, look, this is what we're going to talk about. It's going to be some bitches in there, some motherfuckers. I might flirt with you a little bit, but this is just for the camera. This is just for the show. I ain't trying to get these draws. This is the Howard Stern that I put on for the screen.
Well, for this, when I come on today, I act like this.
Right. You know,
at least, you know what? You know what? At least one of the three women should have known that.
Right. And that
at least one of the three women should have known that.
My thing is, that conversation should have been had.
I agree.
Regardless.
I agree.
And I really think the reason why the conversation wasn't had is because Joe really wanted to fuck Olivia Doe. You think I'm saying that ain't the case? No. I'm just bringing that up. I'm just saying,
he wanted to smash.
He really wanted to smash.
He wanted that.
And that's why
and he didn't see no way of getting to it.
Right, but because he didn't talk to her outside of the podcast.
It was the only shot he had.
Or she don't talk to him outside of the podcast. Let me get that back.
Mm-hmm. They're not cordial.
Right. And he let it be known, why you don't call me?
Why?
What the fuck I need to call you for?
I don't need help. You're not my man. You're not my boyfriend. You're not nothing to me. You my boss. I have not one time been like, hey, let me call my boss.
Yeah, hey, boss. Hey, I'm just over here kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
Chilling with the homegirls, drinking. You wanna think about coming over here? Hell no.
No, like what the fuck?
That's one of the times where Joe forgot his goddamn who he was trying to be.
But true.
He thought he was a regular dude then.
That and he should also know. We always talk about know your employees, right?
Mm-hmm.
He know what Olivia Dope about. You see what I'm saying? He did this wasn't let me scroll through Instagram. There go a pretty face. Let me hire her on my show.
That wasn't the Instagram model. You know, she was an established person.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know exactly what she's about. Mm-hmm. She ain't out here flying around, thotting out on, you know what I'm saying, being flued out or whatever the fuck. She ain't doing all that. So you should know how to approach. This ain't how you can approach Mandy like that. Maybe you can approach Bridget Kelly like that. But you should have known better than to approach to come at Olivia Dope like that. Hell, you shouldn't come at any of them like that anyway. But you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you shouldn't. I mean, no, I'm not gonna even say not off camera. I'm gonna say nah, bro.
You shouldn't come at anybody like that. You shouldn't put them in a position to feel that way.
But back to your boy question. I do agree that somebody. I think it could have been male or female to check him or stop him, or show a distaste.
Yeah,
or just to show distaste. I mean, I don't think he was gonna beat nobody ass up in there. You know what I'm saying? So just to show distaste and tell them that shit in bad taste, bro. Mm-hmm. That shit in bad taste, man.
Especially during when they first stopped it, like you said. We stop so everybody can get their bearings back, you know what I'm saying, get back and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, calling the timeout or the quarter's over. You know what I'm saying? Let's huddle up, let's get our bearings back, see what's going on. Somebody see now I'm
not fault enough for not walking away at that point. But they said they had 2 more pauses.
Right.
Of Joe doing this. Boy, I'm done with you today, Joe. It's good. I'll see y'all girls next week. Well, we ain't got footage this week. Nope. But I'll see y'all next week if I feel
that probably would have been the highest selling podcast or highest viewed podcast. Olivia Dope walks off stuff.
Yeah.
And then they would have a lot more content after that. Why did Olivia Dope walk off the show?
Yeah. They could have.
You see what I'm saying?
Olivia Dope is now officially getting her own show. By herself. I mean, a lot could have been done, but Joe absolutely at this point he making that negative run press tour.
Yeah.
And he doing it on his own goddamn network. Mm-hmm. How you making a negative run press tour on your own goddamn network? Boy, your ass out here tripping.
He tripping, man. He gotta do better, man. Anything else I want to get into with Joe?
He just.
Me being a fan of the podcast, because I am a fan of the podcast, kind of it goes back to what Kevin Hart said about the shit. Like, Joe, we all rooting for you. We all want to see you win, but you keep stepping on your own goddamn toes. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you gonna slow down and see what you got in front of you? Because right now it don't seem like, you know what I'm saying, you sabotaged the group you was in, which could have been a dope ass group, you know what I'm saying? You sabotaged that shit.
What you mean could have been? Was a dope ass group?
No. When I say dope ass, meaning like it could have, you know what I'm saying?
Been bigger?
Been just for right. It wouldn't have just been for so-called old school hip hop head stuff like that. Like this, you know what I'm saying? It's something that could have actually grew legs and took off. That's what I mean by a dope ass group. You know what I'm saying? More respected than it already was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joe, you can rap. Crooked I can rap. Royce 5'9" can rap. Joe, everybody can rap. You being backed by Eminem, one of the, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Ain't how you lose on that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So you self-sabotage that. They say you already self-sabotaged your own career when you were just a rapper by yourself. Then you come in here, you strike gold with this podcast, right?
A once in a lifetime situation.
You Soulja Boy this shit. You can come out and say, just like I Soulja Boy say, I'm the first rapper to do it. You could say I'm the first guy, rapper, whatever, to do this podcast shit, right?
Yeah.
He can come out and say that shit.
Yeah.
Now this shit is about to blow up. I ain't gonna say about to blow. I don't know what the future holds, but has the potential to blow up in this guy's face. All because.
Well, it's blowing up right now. It's just whether he can control the damage.
Whether he can control it, but. You can't get out your own way, and it's wild to me. Makes no sense.
Sad to me.
You had 2 stand-up guys sitting next to you who
could have helped guide you through this.
Not just that, but was just down the ride. Like I put it to you like this: if the dude next to me, he could be the dumbest, stupidest motherfucker, but he got my back. The dude to the right of me, he could be the smartest motherfucker. He got my back, and we make a dope team. And they riding for me, even when I'm not there. Then I'm gonna ride for them. You see what I'm saying? And that.
Right.
So if they got a problem, I'm be like, hold on. Let's stop the show. Hold on. What's up, Rory? What's up, Maul? What's the issue? We need to fix.
But that's the loyalty thing that you. I think that you want to discuss. That's the loyalty.
No,
it was none. Right. Two people had loyalty, but the one person that needed to have it didn't have it.
Didn't have it, right? But to me, that's just business sense too. That's what you kept talking business, and I'm looking at like that should all be one and the same. Not loyalty and friendship should go in business, but if I got my people who run with me, and I know that this show is really predicated on
us,
our
interaction,
right? Then hold on, let's fix this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because now, like Maul said, you go back and watch some of them shows, you see that shit was just off. You see it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that shit. Once the chemistry is gone and then the trust is broke. When Maul said it was none of when Maul said that Joe told him that the podcast was none of his business, that's when Maul said, okay, I'm done. How you gonna tell me some shit ain't none of my business when I've been here 3-4 years? You know what I'm saying? Sitting right next to you, and now it ain't none of my business. Right. Cool.
That's your boy, Cocky Joe.
Like, ain't no fixing that. You just told me it ain't none of my business.
I can't come back from that.
Right? Ain't no coming back. I can't come back. And then
I mean, you know what? Let me not say that. Juvenile went back to Birdman.
Yeah, but was it? But right, he did. Did he go back? Did he go
and
back?
And Gucci Man and Young Jeezy forgave each other. It could be done.
Yeah, you're right. I guess
it could be done.
Yeah. Right.
We black, bro.
We
black. We can forgive.
Because Maul, I mean, he did do that. He came back and did the last show that them two were on. When he asked Joe about what friends are owed, right? And Joe was like, I don't owe my friends nothing. He was like, you don't owe your friends no type of respect? He's like, no, I don't owe no friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm surprised Maul didn't get up and walk off. Because I was ready to turn the shit off. Like, how you even say some shit like that? Like, to me, everybody's owed respect.
You know what? I hate to interrupt you, but I'm gonna say this. It's like, man, when Joe get in character, Joe get in character too far. That was like that was the time where it was supposed to show that the friendship show up. Right. Come out of character and let friendship show up.
Right.
Like my nigga, he asked you a complete question out of sincerity, right? Because that's what I hear in the question. Like, you don't owe friends nothing?
Nothing.
Like, damn, cuz. So what happened to the talks about riding and dying?
Right. But all that shit, because even they was like, man, we just had it. He said they had a 5-hour discussion over at Joe's house on some real nigga shit. Then we get back to the show. You on some totally different shit.
That motherfucker jumped in character, man. Fuck y'all. This gonna sell. The bad guy gonna sell, but just wait. I'm gonna fire y'all ass too. That's gonna be the real guy. That's your man's, man. I guess I'm gonna be fired again. You're such a big fan. You're such a big fucking fan.
You know what? Let me fire this dude real quick. Let me fire him.
Oh shit! You're such a big fan, my guy.
Everybody out there, man. Let me tell you about this guy, Black Adam.
What's up, man?
Month and a half.
Oh shit! He really finna fire me.
Disappeared. Gone. I'm texting him. No response. Nothing.
Oh my God, man.
Nothing. It got so bad I had to text a significant other. She hit me back.
You did. Hey, look, I ain't gonna tell no lie. You know what I'm saying? You're a real friend for that shit. You know what I'm saying? If I ever had to count on somebody, you know what I'm saying, I know then, you know what I mean, that you're a real friend. Nigga, I did the same for you though. I just waited.
Like,
huh?
People out there in that world, we ain't talking about me right now. We talk about
okay. But about Black Adam, you know what I'm saying? I greatly appreciate it, but I tried to get this dude out here to go out in this world many of times.
Go out into the world.
Go out into the world many of times. You know what I'm saying? Numerous of times. With me spending most of the money. I'm just gonna put that out there too. I was finna let these whole ride, goddamn.
I really gotta fire him. Nah, he put too much out there. Too much out.
But nah, man, I really appreciate that since you brought that shit up. You know what I'm saying? I get to say it on camera. I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? For reaching out to me, you know what I'm saying? In my time of being down and out. You know what I mean? So thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? I give you your roses now. Like Romeo and them say. I get them bitches up to you. And I ain't got none to, you know what I'm saying? Get them bitches to you.
Oh man.
Shit.
But on some real shit though, man. I was, you know what I'm saying? I don't worry about you, dog. So I just had to make
shit, nigga, I deserve to have been worried about.
Yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying. I was, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't no.
This wasn't the run of the mill ass shit that I had went through.
Unless you want to say it, I ain't gonna put it out there what was going on. But you know,
I ain't gonna put it out there. Not this episode.
Not yet.
We can do this multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't fired yet, so I get to do this shit multiple times.
Actually, I'm gonna go talk to my manager. We're gonna have a quick sit down. See any replace. We gotta go look for some replacements first. I can't.
When you fire me, dog, I got everything on my cell phone. I'm gonna read off about what happened though. Shit. Fuck is you saying? I got hey, you know what I mean? I'll be down at
Rory and Maul. I know y'all in need of a job. He ain't gonna be here too much longer, man. Let's make.
Man, we can join up, dog. We can join up. Shit. Hey, shout out! I'm looking for a job. I just found out. I know a lot of people are hiring, but I ain't going to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, none of those. I come work at Ruth Chris though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Got anything else you want to add, man?
Nah, man. Shout out, man. Mad love to respect. We got to find ways to promote positive business dealings. This is an example of a bad business dealing gone bad. We don't need many more of these. We've already had a long history from our 90s. No, shit, from the 80s, 90s. Hip-hop, long history, 2010s with bad histories with business deals, and they're not just coming from whites. They also coming from our within. So we need to get better at doing business with one another and not just believing that one another is bad. We just need to, try to grow and come up with each other. Like, I mean, the best example that I know this podcast has been running a little long is Lil Durk. Lil Durk looks like he's running good business over there. It may not be true underneath, but on the outpour, it looked like he's taking care of people. He getting people to be where they need to be, and he's spearheading the situation correctly. To me. Now I could be wrong, but like I said, it's all about Joe Budden shit just look bad out in the open. Lil Durk look decent out in the open. Both of them could be bad, but we need to look decent out in the open. I'm not saying that this shit shouldn't have got that way, but those guys were friends, man. They could have handled this shit off script.
Off script, yep. Offline. That's where it should have. He should not have firing somebody on air. Come on, Joe.
That's Donald Trump, dog.
But that goes back to what you said about Joe being in character, right? Because Donald Trump was in character. That's all it was. He played a character. He played a character, and Joe did the same thing. And in the end, it will cost you when you can't take that mask off and go and talk to your buddies, your homeboys, your homegirls, and say, "Hey, look, man, my bad. I was in character. I fucked up." You know what I'm saying? Nah,
they was like, "That's the real you." They be like, "Nah, that's the real you."
That's the thing. It might be the real motherfucker Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know.
How I want to wrap it up, man. Just to piggyback off you, we black businesses. We got to do better, man. Just do better business. If you are in business with family and friends, do better business. Don't. If it's something, if you was on the other end of the stick, if you felt like you cool in taking that punishment or whatever, then by all means. But I say treat others how you want to be treated.
That's the golden rule from elementary school.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Even in business, you know that damn well. If you ask for some books and don't nobody want to give you the books, you gonna fucking have a fit. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You gonna think some shit is out of pocket like a motherfucker. So
correct.
Don't even let it escalate to that. Your thing was, let my homeboy see the books. You should have been 8. Hold on, let me call the accountants right now. Let me call my manager Ian to get it. Let's just have a sit down. We're going up to the fucking firm right now. Let's all go up here. Let's crack these books open to see what's going on.
That's
it. How hard is that? That shouldn't have you know what I'm saying?
The only way it get hard, like I said, if you finna get ready to be crooking.
My God, this crooked shit. But yeah, you're right. That's the only way.
That's the only way, man.
It just should not get there, man. You know what I'm saying? Should not get there. So,
because first off, the first question should be, Joe, do you know?
Right. Do you know?
The second question is, Joe, let's get the answers.
Mm-hmm.
The third question is, Joe, when did you call them so we can get the answers?
Right.
The fourth question is, I'm finna do this shit in front of y'all, and we're gonna get this shit hashed out right now.
And get that.
That's it. Simple.
But yeah, simple, man. It's simple. Simple mathematics. You know,
something simple turns so devastating that I think now all of them finna lose big money.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's gonna be if Joe can survive this, if he does survive this, it'll be less opportunities coming his way. I think a lot of people, you know what I'm saying,
rubbed him the wrong way.
Like he just did the Patreon deal, which I heard is a pretty lucrative deal. That probably won't get a re-up. The Cash App deal he did, that might not get a re-up. Just having talent to come on his show, to be part of his network. People might walk. He got a show, Karen Civil and I forgot the other girl. They got a show on his network. They might walk. You know what I'm saying? It just looks bad. It's bad optics. You don't never want that good. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how much,
not over the entirety of the network
of the network. And you could try to downplay it, shovel dirt over it, and try to forget about it. But this shit,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think one of the bigger problems is it's called the Joe Budden Network. No, as long as Joe name,
that's what I was gonna say. Joe is YouTube. You see what I'm saying? Like, so your business is all, and everybody's finna eat off of the fuckery that you did, because everybody right now, just like me and you talking about that shit. Everybody else on YouTube talk about that shit with way bigger platforms than me and you. You know what I'm saying? Some could be right up under Joe. Charlemagne came out, spoke on it. He didn't necessarily speak negative, but you know what I'm saying? He spoke. He tried to put it in the best light to shine and to make it a learning situation. Because that's what this is. This is a moment of education. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all can take the time to go back and rewind to the part where I said, be proud, stand up, get up, and walk away. I think that's one of the hottest things that I probably said this whole podcast. Just that dynamics of being able to get up and move when you feel like things are uncomfortable on your own in any situation. You know what I'm saying? I think go back and listen to it. I think that was a dope moment. You know what I'm saying? That I spoke on that.
Yeah, no,
because that's what it is. It is a learning situation.
It's a learning situation. But
I mean, I know that we back. I know we ran this one a little bit longer, my guy. But we finna wrap it up, man. Shout out to everybody. To me wrapping it up now. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, do the black business thing. Let's get oriented. It is 2021. It's been a hard year. The year's not even over. It's starting off hard. So let's just get back focused, man.
Trying to get their legs back up on them, and
that's all it is. That's all it is.
Coming up out of this pandemic, but I want to shout out everybody who did tune in. Though I saw the viewership jump, and didn't nobody say nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you come in, man, speak on it. Talk to us. You know what I'm saying? Leave some comments. I appreciate Mark who came in, left his comments. He's one of the guys who look forward to society's culture that comes out. We talk some good shit, man. And if you don't like it, leave a comment and say, man, fuck y'all. Y'all doing a horrible job. I appreciate comments like that. I really do. That way I could either change it or I'm gonna say fuck you too and keep moving.
He gonna fire me, dog. Don't send him no shit like that. He might let me go.
Nah, I ain't gonna fire. Not yet. He's still on the contract, ladies and gentlemen. That's the reason why I ain't fired him yet. Because if I fire him, I'll be in a breach of contract. I can't do that.
Oh damn.
But nah, man. Great show to come back, man. Glad you feel. You know what I'm saying? Doing good. Everything is good with you. Positive energy. That's what society's culture.
I'm Black Atom.
I'm Blue.
Peace.
Be out. Yep.